Here we are, sunny Coney Island, specifically next to Luna Park at the historic Cyclone roller coaster, currently in its 96th year. You can tell because they paint the front of the car each year. And we just had a back row ride on the Cyclone, only way to go. Nothing but ejector and laterals, a true gem. It's coming around now. I'm so happy to be here. It's the first day of June. It's hot, but it's not so hot that it's sweltering, and everybody else digs it too. Here we go. That was us. And this, my friends, is peak merch. Let's see what else we can find. And while the Cyclone is owned by the state of New York, it's right next to Luna Park, renamed for the historic Luna Park, and owned by the Zamperla family of Zamperla Rides and Amusements. Also of the Top Thrill 2 retrack that's currently giving Cedar Point and Cedar Fair a huge effing headache. So it's weird, like this is kind of a showcase for their rides, but most of their rides are pretty bad. I think this might be the only Zamperla Volare like still kind of operating, but I do love this entrance. There's a few of these. They mark all the gates of the Luna Park, and they light up at night. We won't be staying that late, but they light up at night, and they're so beautiful. And unfortunately, the merch is not always beautiful, nor are the operations or the staff, but I do think they got some new stuff in this year, and I'm psyched to see it. So yeah, let's take a look and see what we can find. And this is the only official gift shop in Luna Park. It's called Last Stop Coney Island. Got a hot tip that there's actually some Luna Park merch this year. Let's take a look. And we're here in Last Stop Coney Island. This is a new shirt for this year. It looks like an octopus in front of the Cyclone. Pretty cool. They've been pretty bad about sizes in stock most years, but I can tell that they went all out for merch this year. Zamperla's investing some money. You might notice this iconic face, also known as the steeple face, a nod to Steeplechase Park, the first of the 3 parks here on the property. Also a symbol of repressed Victorian sexuality, according to experts, but what is his smile telling us? He's definitely crazed. Is he having a good time? Is he on a roller coaster? It's hard to tell, but that's iconic Coney Island history and lore for you right there. So, oh God, I love that mermaid. We got the mermaid parade in a few weeks here, so if you think the freaks and the crazies are here now, just wait till they're here in their costumes. But there she is, a symbol of Luna Park's connection to the mermaids and the Sideshow performers. That's also a great shirt. They did a great job overall this year. I see one more I'm gonna take a look at now. They're low on sizes for this one, but it's pretty great. It does have Zamperla's Super Air Race model on it, which is ironic because there's only a few models of these, and the Super Air Race is not super this year. It's not moving up and down, so yeah. Cool shirt of a ride that is not working as it looks like it is on the garment. We've also got some keychains here with the Luna Park logo, and that old school style poster keychain. A fun day at Luna Park. Pretty fun, actually. Pretty fun stuff. They got a keychain for the Zamperla Thunderbolt model. Listen, until they fix those restraints, I don't know who's buying it, but there it is. It's right there. Oh, and by the way, I did pick up one of these t-shirts. I picked up the one on the left, and it was $35. So you're paying a premium for Luna Park merch, but it is pretty good. So, you know, win some, lose some, I suppose. Also new for this year is the Cyclone plush. It was just under 10 bucks, so a steal compared to the shirts. And it kind of looks like a loaf of bread, but I'm not mad about it. That's a loaf of bread I would ride again and again. So that's good coaster merch, and I bet you it'll hold together better than a Coaster Dynamics Nana coaster or a Coaster Cutouts, huh? Just saying, not trying to be a jerk. But yeah, peak merch, baby. I do like this Luna Park magnet with the entrance sign and branding. Pretty good. And if you're looking for a shot glass that lets people you're drinking with know you like it rough and you rode the Cyclone, this is also the place for you. And check out this classic American hat just in time for the 4th. Not really super well made, but it's got that awesome turnaround section on the Cyclone. All American legend. That's a conversation starter if I've ever seen one. Only here at Luna Park in Coney Island. And I don't think they have it anymore, but this is the shirt from the 90th anniversary of the coaster. I really like the logo and the branding. They weren't really well made, but they did exist. And let's see what else we got. There's some Luna Park shirts down here, or hats down here too. and also some of the same hats that we saw before. But yeah, we're at the Coney Island Cyclone exit store right there. So you got the on-ride photos and a selection of assorted merchandise. There you go. I did get that shirt, as I said. After all, it was $35, so here we are. I do think it's peak merch though. Look, that's good cotton, that's good icon. Shame about the price, I will acknowledge, shame about the price. This is a recent photo of us looking for a parking space earlier here in Coney Island. And one of the last remaining sideshows in the world here, the Coney Island Circus Sideshow. We will not be going into the Freak Bar either, but yes, of course, we will be going into the gift shop. Let's see what we can find. A ton more cool merch in the gift shop for the Sideshow Museum and show. I really like this a lot. There's Steeplechase face. There, Steepleface. There's the Freak Bar I showed you. More nods to the less politically correct days of Coney Island. And it looks like this is also the place to get your Mermaid Parade merch if that's something you're searching for. Again, held every June, the Mermaid Parade is a staple of Coney Island. The late Lou Reed of the Velvet Underground, he of Coney Island Baby fame, was long the king of the Mermaid Parade until his passing. And we think about Lou. In fact, we listened to Coney Island Baby on the way down here today. So, and more than most places, the Coney Island Circus Sideshow plays homage to kind of the freak scene that still comes out both for the Mermaid Parade and general beach merriment. We've got some signs from the Sideshow Museum itself. These are prints that you can purchase. I don't see prices, but there's a lot of them, and they're all pretty nice. I mean, I love this art. You just never have enough wall space, and there might be a correlation between the people who collect this stuff and the amount of wall space they have. I don't know. I'm not an economist, clearly, but here we are. Steepleface as the Misfits logo, Coney Island Freaks Alive. Yes, that is peak merch. Can we buy it? Is it for sale? Let's take a look. You know I'm getting it if I can. Oh my God, look at that. He wants your skulls. He needs your skulls. Peak merch. Gorilla Girl goes ape. Well, Peak Merch goes ape too for this awesome theming and sideshow iconography all around the Sideshow Museum gift shop. So much to love here. So many more cool things, such as magnets of all the classic Sideshow signs. These were painted outside the facade for many years. I think they're still there, but they need a little bit of a touch-up. They need a little bit of love. Very cool. Those are $6 each. Another look at some of the other shirts they have here. There's Gorilla Girl Goes Ape. Some of these we've seen already. The Mermaid Parade shirt's awesome. I did get the Misfits parody shirt, but yeah, most of these are 20 to 25. The Misfits shirt was 25, but totally worth it, I think. Some of these antique postcards here in the Sideshow Museum are just outright awesome. Check out this suitcase here, thanks to my helper who's demoing, with all these antique photos, and it folds right back up into his suitcase too. Oh, this is what peak merch is all about. The strange and unusual. And this is why we are a comment on late capitalism. Nobody's making money off this thing being sold. This is purely for the love of the game, folks. This is purely for the fans. Hence, this is purely peak merch. The Mermaid Parade's had some really awesome custom posters designed over the years, and this is no exception. It's currently it's going for $300, but it is signed by the artist and numbered. And I mean, that's a real collector's piece. I just love it. There's a lot more of these posters here. I don't think I could go through all of them, or this thing would be like 45 minutes long, but you get the idea. Love it here. Absolutely love it. Don't miss this if you're passing through. Don't miss the Circus Sideshow Museum. Lest you miss Excello, the Great Escape Artist, or Johnny Eck, the Amazing Half Man. And I gotta tell you something funny that happened when I was over in Luna Park before. Security guard comes up to me and says, "Hey man, just so you know, you got a professional mount on that camera. That's a professional camera. Technically, they told me you're not supposed to be filming here." And then he goes, "I don't care, do what you want." We had a nice little discussion about the way that the Zamperla family manages Luna Park and all the issues that he's had. I find it odd that I'm here a few weeks after I always mention this guy, but a few weeks after Theme Park Worldwide was here and kind of trashed their ops and customer service, and now all of a sudden nobody's allowed to film, so interesting. I wish the Zamperla family would just like have a come to Jesus moment and like embrace the fan community a bit more and fans, but until they do, we're here at Wonder Wheel Park, Deno's Wonder Wheel Park, owned by separate management in the middle of the Luna Park footprint. And we'll see if we find any more Peak merch here. You'll be the first to know. And this fella outside the Spook House in Deno's Wonder Wheel Park sums up how I feel when the Zamperla family tells me I'm not allowed to film in their park. I don't need to see it, you know? This lifeless, haunted shell of a mannequin is saying all I need to say for me. So, cool. And Wonder Wheel Park does have its own little merch tent in the back too. This is for the Phoenix coaster that opened last year, 2 years ago. Nice Vekoma family invert. There's some Wonder Wheel t-shirts as well. Coney Island fireworks. They've got a really nice assortment here. And see, I don't see prices, but I'm glad this is here. I'm glad they're doing this. And then a phrase commonly uttered during a visit to Coney Island, we say, "Who is she? Who is she?" And yeah, you've heard of Nathan's famous hot dogs, but Ruby's right next to Nathan's on the Boardwalk also exists, has really good clam strips and has merch too. So they've got shirts with steeple face on it as well as the Cyclone there in the distance. A good option if you want some hyper-local stuff to commemorate your trip, just go to Ruby's. And with an exasperated companion and feeling a bit peckish and tired myself, we'll just take a quick peek in the final gift shop that we haven't explored here, the Coney Island Beach shop for the non-official Boardwalk and Coney Island merch. Let's see what we can find. A lot to love here. A lot of cool Nathan's shirts and Nathan's merch. More than they have at Nathan's itself. I don't think they have anything at Nathan's itself, but you can come over here to the beach shop and get the Nathan's This Is How I Roll shirt. Every year, I think it's on the 4th of July, there's that famous hot dog eating contest. Something I reckon Uncle Sam himself would be proud of. And of course the cult classic, The Warriors, takes place largely at Coney Island as the rival gangs are working their way back home here. This is the place for all your official Warriors merch too. Get your Warriors gear here at the beach shop. Oh, Steepleface, we hardly knew ye, guarding the entrance to the Scream Zone. Oh, Steepleface, we see ye, with your Victorian-era repressed sexuality. Oh, Steepleface, we pray to thee, with the Titanic music in the background, hopefully not triggering the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Oh, Steepleface, we miss ye. Forever yours, Peak Merch. And that's gonna do it for Peak Merch's trip to Luna Park in Coney Island, New York. Great day despite bad ops and bad policies. A back row on the Cyclone is still a game changer, still a spine straightener, and still an incredible way to spend an afternoon in the summer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see ya real soon.